I say this every single time, but I need to update that supported by thing, man. It's about 5 years out of date. Jesus. Welcome to the show, guys. I am Stevie, the military biker. Thank you very much for joining into this random-ass Friday afternoon, stroke evening, depending on the way you are in the world, live stream. We just were having some fun over on Rev Bombs Live, and Rev ended it, so we thought we'd carry the show on over on my live stream. So if you've not seen Rev Bomb before, or you don't know who he is, just type in to YouTube Rev Bomb space Rev space Bomb, and you'll find Rev. He's an absolute legend of a geezer, and he's based in the UK. So yeah. Anyway, let's check out who is in the side chat before we start this. Crazy Dad Bikers in there. What's happening, mate? How are you? Nice to see you again. Obviously, we have got a couple of more guys jumping in very shortly. So have I seen you since I upset you? That's all good, man. You didn't upset me, mate. Jesus Christ. Anyway, what's happening, Simon?
Hey, Stevie. I'm all good, mate. How are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. What's changed since I spoke to you like 5 minutes ago? Nothing.
I went for a piss.
Right. The missus doing the ironing.
Yeah, she's finished doing the ironing now. So
Good.
yeah,
That's good to see. Good. So
you got a glass of wine and all. Look.
No, well, this is the thing. So check this out, right? So for those of you that didn't see Rev's live stream, one of the questions I was asked was, "What the fucking hell are you drinking?" Well, basically, that right there is a Hendrick's gin with a Fever Tree tonic, basically, right there. And it's got some berries and whatnot in there. Yes, I am partial to a gin, to be fair. So I've run out of beer. So until the missus gets home with beer, I'm drinking gin. Simple as that. What about you, Si? What are you drinking, bud?
I am drinking a traditional ale, speckled hen.
Speckled hen? Old speckled hen?
Yep, that's the geezer.
Nice. Jesus Christ.
It keeps me lucid.
Lucid or loose?
A bit of both. Yeah.
Same thing, innit, I suppose, yeah. Peaky, what's happening, mate? He's just jumped in. MT Belly, what's happening, mate? Nice to see you again, bud. We got Bradley McMuddy. Hey, mate, how are you?
Hey, Brumtown Riders in there as well.
I'm just having a poo. Really? Having a poo. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Just thought I'd drop in.
That makes a change because the piggy bike is usually full of shit. So, yeah
well, that's true. He's obviously... Speaking of full of shit, look at it. There he is. What's happening?
How you doing, Booker? You're right.
Doing well, mate. What are you drinking? Are you still drinking the old Badger's ass or whatever it's called?
I'm on my last one.
Knob goblin. That's it.
Knob goblin, yeah.
You've been knob goblin, haven't you? That's
7-1. Last one tonight.
Jesus. PKB while. So I think he will be a while. His download rate is slow. Yeah, you're not wrong, man. You're not wrong.
Who says that?
The Crazy Dad Biker. Appleglide, what's happening, mate? How are you? Nice to see you. I will drop the link.
Yo, that's a southern thing, isn't it? Southern America.
Yo. Yep. He's down that way. Obviously, you're going to get some North Americans coming in, obviously, because most of my subscribers are from over in North America. Yeah. Brad, what's happening, my brother from another mother? Brad, good to see you. If you want to come and join us,
nice to see you.
The link's in the side chat. 16 people so far, which is good. Friday afternoon, and you're probably wondering why are you live, Stevie? Well, actually, I'm on some time off, so I've been taking every time afternoon. Exactly. Well, it's not for you guys anyway. But yeah, so I've been taking some Friday afternoons or Fridays off, to be honest, to just to do some bits and bobs that I need to catch up on and whatnot. So yeah, gives me a chance to do this shit again, which is mint. But yeah, so there we go.
Mind you, got the snow coming up your way soon, ain't you, Stevie?
Not soon. It's actually here right now. Yeah, we've it was 18 degrees and sunshine and whatnot, like literally 5 days ago, and then 4 days ago it went to minus 18 and snow. So it's great.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I think I seen you put that on. Was it Instagram? I'm sure you put that on Insta or somewhere.
Yeah,
that it was literally within like. But saying that, it was like that when we went out to the Balkans. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
it was like 25 degrees, absolutely stunning. A week later, it was like -3. It was absolute
100%.
shit.
Well, mate, and do you know what? Speaking of the Balkans, that's exactly why I hate snow, because of Kosovo. Because of that tour.
Shit.
Unbelievable.
Shit. And it's freezing as well. You mean them Wrigley tin, and
Yeah.
you absolutely Baltic.
Yeah, exactly.
Never warm.
Holy shit! Look, there's Maverick from Motorref. What's happening, Mav? Nice to see you, mate. Links in there somewhere, pal. If you're not up to anything, just give me a sec, boys. I've got a 15-year-old looking at me, staring at me as if he wants to say something. Peaky, you're in charge. Go.
Peaky, go for it.
Let's talk about R. Kelly.
Not paedophiles.
Let's talk about R. Kelly.
Okay, let's not go paedophile. No, let's
get his channel on red before.
Let's get this channel on red as well. Yeah,
straight
absolutely.
away. Right. So I'm going to say R. Kelly. Who else? Gary Glitter. Rolf Harris.
Gary Glitter. Oh, you got to know it. Yeah. Jimmy Savile. Yeah.
Let's all say these keyword names, and then he's going to be red instantly. No money for this live. All right. So he's coming back on there. Ready? Look, he's looking at him as if to say, "I'm coming back on."
Yeah, he's telling that boy, and he's telling him, "Look,
son.
You do as you're fucking told. You do as you're fucking told. I told you to clean your room and stop wanking over Paul. All right, you're 15. Get over it.
Wash your wanking sock. Fuck off."
And we like.
You're gone, as you said. Sorry. What's happening?
We was just talking about the politics of
the
UK at the moment.
Yeah, politics.
I heard Gary Glitter being mentioned. I was trying to like do one ear and on one side and deal with that at the same time. Anyway, you know.
Yeah,
it's all good.
15-year-olds, they're fun to deal with, aren't they?
He's just I've got Kevin and Perry all rolled into one.
Yep.
Great. Absolutely great. Let me just see if I've missed anybody. Blake's Pipes, what's happening? How are you? I won't tell you what I'm having. 52 in the morning and 80 as a high. Oh, man. Blake, you're just showing off now, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, the best thing about Blake is he's an Eagles fan, so go Eagles. Yeah.
The best thing about Blake is if you watch his channel, he smokes a pipe.
Oh, does he? Smokes a proper pipe?
Yeah, proper pipe. Smokes a proper pipe. It's like proper, but it's like proper cool. You know what I mean? He don't look like he's like 8 years of age. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. He don't look like Gandalf from fucking
Gandalf.
Do you know what I mean?
He doesn't look like fucking Gandalf. I hope not, because that'd be weird.
But it's cool, man. The way he smokes his pipe, it was just like
I'll have to check it out.
He's right, man. He's a good lad as well. He's had a bit of a rough time the last few years, but he's a good lad.
I'm taking it he's based in America.
Yeah.
Right, okay, got you.
I don't know where about.
West Coast. No, East Coast. Sorry. Yeah.
Well, I was going to say Eagles. If he's Eagles, is over Philadelphia, ain't he? That way.
Yeah.
I imagine. Probably. I don't know. No church warden pipes, maybe. So, oh Jesus! I've got upside down Brad coming in. Hang on, wait, here he is. What's happening, Brad?
Buddy boy, what's up, buddy?
Not much, mate. How are you?
Fat, old, bald, and cross-eyed.
Yeah, that sounds about right, mate. Yeah, that sounds about me, to be fair.
Hell, man. You look like me when I'm fucking clean shaven. You do. What the fuck's that all about?
Have you guys met? Have you guys met before? Have you met Brad before?
Nah, man.
No,
I think I did a long time ago. About a year or so ago. I did.
If I did, I was totally pissed up.
Probably.
Well, yeah.
I think it was one of your live streams. I fell asleep. I met Brad on.
Probably, mate. There's been a few of those people falling asleep on my live streams. That's for sure.
Well,
what's occurring, man?
What's that?
What's occurring, mate? What are you drinking?
What am I drinking? 10-year-old rye.
Oh, showing off again, aren't you? Showing off.
Hey, man, that looks like you set fire to that shit.
Fucking
good thing about living in Iowa, we've got a lot of corn, so we have a lot of whiskey, a lot of good stuff. So
that's that. Yeah, that's true.
Have you ever tried to filter the whiskey so you have put water on top so it separates between the whiskey and the water? You ever seen that before?
I've seen it, but
because my dad was Scottish and he used to separate the water from the whiskey, so you could pour warm water into the whiskey filtered, and it will separate like oil and water.
Big thing around here is go out to some of the bars. They have smoked cocktails. So like you get a old fashioned, and they have like these glass domes, and they put the glass in there, and they mix it up, and then they put like these little pellets in it. Oh, dude, tell you what, it's amazing.
See, now, we've had this conversation before, haven't we, about bourbons and rye and blah, 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 blah. I just can't do whiskey, mate, but it all tastes the same to me. It all tastes the same, regardless of what it is.
Well, you can. You always end up in the same spot, kind of like Sturgis.
No, I think the problem is Stevie. It's a military thing, so you can't drink whiskey. You have to neck it. Because my old man used to do that. My old man used to go.
Yeah,
I know where you're coming from, though, Stevie. I mean, I was the same way for a long time. I think it's kind of like an acquired taste as you get older. I love my beer, but I get to a point where I'm just full.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree.
I'm just full.
Tastes like raccoon piss. I suppose it depends what you're drinking, eh? I suppose, what type. Lee, what's happening, mate? How are you? Yeah, I mean, you love it, don't you, Brad? You love all of the sort of, the bourbons and whiskeys and whatnot, whereas I just think it all tastes the same, which I'm yet to find a nice one.
I do. I mean, the thing I found is you don't sit there and pound them, right? Yeah. So if you're going to be out, like we were downtown Sturgis at the what was the place in the corner there that night?
One Eye Jacks.
One Eye Jacks.
Yeah.
I mean, we were having a great time. I just got to the point where I was full. I wasn't drunk. Yeah. I was just full. And
well, have you had food? So. Have you had food or something or what? Like, because just remember, eating's cheating. So
eating is cheating. No, we've just been, because of the rain, man. We've just been drinking beer like all day. And we went back to the campground, got changed, and then we turned our asses around and went back to Sturgis Main Street. So, it was like Brad said, man. I think we were all at that point just full of the beer, and it was dying here.
Was that the night we had the shit show trying to get back to camp?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, yeah, that was the one. But we had to pay I think it was like $100 to get back to camp in that fucking stupid, weird ass minibus thing.
Yeah, that was
Stevie. You actually paid. Did you not run off? Has the army not taught you nothing at all?
So what you don't understand about down there, mate, is if you run off and don't pay your bill, you're gonna get fucking shot. So I'd rather not do that, to be fair. So
that's why when I come down, I'm gonna be with you.
Oh yeah. Well if you with me, you with him.
Forest. Come back, Forest. I'll get. Oh, sorry. I don't mean to run off. It was just an instinct. I'll pay you.
It's funny, Brad. Peaky's on about coming over for the 85th, mate, so we can do that all together.
Hell yeah, buddy! Come on over. I got a place for you to fall asleep in.
Happy days. That's for me. That's the main thing, mate. Do you know what I mean? It's like you say, mate. It's just obviously coming from the UK. There's a lot of admin to sort out, and it's a lot of planning, years in advance. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's happening in a couple of months, but you want to get it booked up for me sooner rather than later, rather than a couple of months and then you're rushing about and trying to sort your shit out and all the rest of it. I hate dealing with that. I prefer to have things, I'm going next year. I'm going to the anniversary of the D-Day landings. That's already booked. Already sorted, already booked, paid, everything. Nice. So for me, as a person, I like to get a bit like probably Stevie with the military. You like to get your shit in order straight away. It's done. Once it's done. It's done. It's booked. It's paid. It's happening, kind of thing. So yeah. But yeah, mate. I'm seriously looking into. Like I say, I looked at iron bogs and stuff like that, but it was just. If I'm being truthful, it's just far too expensive, especially at those times.
Brad, check this out, man. So for him to hire a bike for, let's say, 10 days. Oh, by the way, remember that?
In my man cave, buddy.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Good. So for him to hire a bike for 10 days down in South Dakota, right? It's close to fucking, including travel and everything like that, it's close to $9,000, right? Pounds, we're talking. But for him to ship his bike over, right, his own bike is $1,700. No, sorry, £1,700. So it's cheaper by like 3/4 for him to ship his own bike over, do stages, and ship it back than it is to hire a bike and including all the travel and all the bullshit. How mad is that?
That's crazy. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
So correct me if I'm wrong, Stevie. Probably one of the most expensive thing for anybody coming to Sturgis is your lodging.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're coming from UK or anywhere, you're gonna
the places,
campground or hotels are even worse. I mean, that's like $400 a night for a dive.
Definitely, mate. Accommodation's the biggie. You know, that's the one that's gonna.
You see, I'm looking at a hotel really, or at least somewhere where you can have a shower, because obviously we're going to be there for a long period of time. It's going to be,
Peaky.
Camping.
You get your butt over here with your bike and drag him up here down.
And Bradley, I've got a spare bike.
You got a place to stay.
Sweet.
There you go.
Sweet,
see,
nice.
Bradley's got a bike. Brad said you can stay with him. Us.
Right, I mean,
Stevie's got to come too.
Oh, I'll be there, mate, for the 85th. Hell yeah, fuck yeah. Absolutely, I'll be there for the 5th and 85th.
Yeah, 100%.
Wait a minute, that's not next year, the year after.
2 years, yeah. So two stages is away, basically. Be having a few guns tonight at the mess. Nicely.
Good man, Lee.
If I keep,
you boys get over here. You got a place to stay.
There you go.
I really appreciate that, mate. Thank you. Honestly, that means.
I'll tell you about Brad. Brad is an actual full-on proper gentleman, and what he says is the truth. And I trust that man with my my life. He's a fucking absolute diamond geezer, to use an English word. Literally is.
Sound. We're gonna have a Google Translate on.
AB, what's happening, dude? Long time. Yeah, exactly. I'm actually surprised. I'm surprised that Brad can understand what you're saying. To be fair,
I've tried to slow it down a little bit because I'm on your channel.
That's right. Yeah.
And I've had a few beers already as well, so I'm trying to slow it down. So.
Jamie's off. Take it easy, Jamie. Thanks very much for popping in, mate. Appreciate it. Get your head down, mate. See you later.
See you later. Don't forget, you're up at 3 o'clock on Stag.
Right, I need the piss. So, Brad, you're in charge.
Brad, you're in charge.
All right. What were we working on before?
Sturgis.
Yeah.
So
we're trying to get his red flagged or something, weren't we?
Yeah. So I need to say,
trying to get him demonetized.
Yeah. So he won't make no money for this site. For this live stream, he won't make no money. So I need to say, like, just keep saying fucking shit and bollocks and stuff like that, like, just constant.
Mention a few paedophiles and
yeah. As soon as you mention
if that don't work, Peaky gets his ass out.
Only on special occasions.
Shit.
But yeah, but now I've been speaking to Stevie for a couple of years now about coming over to Sturgis. But I want it to be, when he said about the 85th, I was like, you know what, I think that's the one. That's the one I need to look at, really. But
I need to finish editing my videos. I've got footage from Sturgis. I've got all the footage from the Milwaukee 120th anniversary downloaded. I just haven't finished editing everything. I've just been swamped here, but I've got some really good footage, though. I think, Stevie, you're really going to like the intro I got planned. Remember we were standing there and we had the drone?
Yeah.
I had it way up there.
Yeah.
So the start of the video is the drone coming in. It zooms in. Then you see Stevie's ugly mud grape in front of the camper.
That's right. Yeah, it was at the campground, wasn't it? Yeah, I remember.
Don't get put that at the beginning of the fucking video because nobody will watch it.
True. Nobody's watching my shit nowadays, anyway. So nobody's watching anyone's shit, to be fair. So fuck it.
They'll probably think it's fucking Crime Watch or something.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking Crime Watch UK. But yeah, man, it's amazing, isn't it, Brad? It's such a cool place to go to. It really is.
Well, and I've been there 3 times, and I still haven't gotten to everything that I want to get to. And we checked a couple of them off the list last year. The whole. The one good day we had to ride, the whole mission was places we'd never been, right? It was kind of the out of the way.
Yeah.
I had a good time. I thought it was kind of cool. Some of the places we went to.
I mean, to be fair, the weather was pretty shocking, wasn't it, for you guys this year?
Horrendous.
I mean, looking at, like I say, I watch a lot of channels, but obviously the guys I watch is the lads that I'm interested in. But I watch obviously Stevie's channel a lot and stuff like that. And when I seen the weather, honestly, there was a little bit of me laughing, but there's also more of me felt sorry for you because I thought, you know what, because that could be absolutely epic. But
well, this is the thing, mate. We went. I think when we went down the year previous, it was epic from start to finish. Literally from start to finish, it was constant.
Yeah, the previous year. Yeah,
exactly. It was phenomenal. It was so good, and we didn't get any rain at all the whole time we were there. It was phenomenal. And we had an amazing time. We really did. And then this year was just the complete polar opposite. It was just rain. From as soon as I got there, it was rain.
Washout.
Right the way. And then what Brad's on about there, that one day that we got to ride, we said that if we're gonna get to ride, then we're gonna do the places that we haven't been to yet, like you said.
Yeah.
And it was mint. It was really, and you've obviously, if you've seen the video, you'll know. It was phenomenal. We started off. We went to the Boar's Nest. That was amazing. Yeah. So good. The food in there was phenomenal. Such a fucking cool place. Then we went the back roads into Spearfish Canyon. Again, something I hadn't done before, which is John's fault. To this day, I still fucking blame John for that because he said, I've done it before and I don't remember it. It was the wrong road he was trying to remember. So that's why we didn't do it the year before. But anyway, so we did that. Phenomenal. And then we went from Spearfish Canyon right over into Deadwood. We've done Deadwood, every single time we've been there, but we wanted to go and see the cigar bar where we got this. The new cigar bar, the new Deadwood Tobacco Co. cigar bar, if you like. Phenomenal. Had a great time. And then we went from there through Sturgis, rammed absolutely, because everybody had been cooked up for like 5 days with the rain, and everybody came out at once.
And
it was unbelievable, dude. It was so fucking busy. It took us nearly 45 minutes to get from one end of Lozelle, which is the street off, which is basically the main street apart from Sturgis main street itself. It took us 45 minutes to get from one end of that out to the other end by the Buffalo Chip. 45 minutes. That's a 10-minute ride normally. It took us 45 minutes. Unbelievable. And then we went out to this little place called Spear Creek Saloon. Spear Creek Saloon. Yeah, Spear Creek. I loved it. And I wish we had more time, at the saloon. But by the time we got there and by the time we'd done everything we wanted to do all day, it was starting to get dark and stuff. And it was just like, oh, man, we need to get back. And obviously I was leaving the following morning. And it was just that day, the weather was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. It was gorgeous. And I think we'd rushed to do everything in one day that we hadn't done. Because, yes, we'd gone to Black Hills, Harley, and all that sort of stuff. Been down to Sturgis a few times. But you were just soaking wet constantly. It was horrible. It was fucking horrible.
I've got to let it away for a piece. Hold on.
Well, yeah, man, we had a good time, mate. Still, didn't we? We had a good time.
Hey, you know what? Even in the worst of weather, you're still in Sturgis.
Yeah, there is that. Yeah, we did.
You kind of got to keep it in perspective. You're still not at work. You're at Sturgis. So.
True, mate. There is that, but everyone goes down there to ride, don't we? And it pissed me off the fact that I'd rode all that way not to ride, and to ride with you guys and go and see the things that we hadn't seen before, and take our time doing the stuff that we hadn't seen before. But obviously, it was all just rammed into one day, wasn't it? Still a fucking great day, though. It was still enormously well, superb.
Okay, have you ridden Van Acker Canyon?
No, I don't think I have.
And what was the other place? Hewlett, Wyoming.
Hewlett, yeah. You got Hewlett. I think I've been to Hewlett.
If you go out to the Devil's Tower.
Devil's Tower, yeah.
Okay.
I think we may have went through it and not stopped. I just went through it. But there's a million places.
I remember it.
There's a million places we haven't been, man. There's just tons of stuff to do, isn't there? Yeah. Quite literally.
I mean, that's just it. For anybody who's been there more than once or twice, the first time you've got to do the Spearfish Canyon, you got to do Needles Highway, you got to do Iron Mountain Road.
Yeah,
and that's just a given. But after you've ridden them a couple times, it's kind of fun to just start to.
Yeah, what are you doing there, Piggy, man?
Do you know? Right, here's a top tip: if you've got piles,
yeah,
right, you know the helmet things you put your helmet on to work on.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Put one of them on your seat and it divert your piles.
Oh, have you got piles, mate? Have you? I feel sorry for you. Sorry about that.
That's a top tip.
Fucking hell. Simon, you having some sort of weird fucking American rugby conversation in the side chat there, or what?
American football, but yeah, we're talking Eagles and coaches and shit, and yeah, just leave me alone. You carry on.
Nice.
Eagles. No. Not the Eagles. Simon, it's the Green Bay Packers. That's the team you want.
Oh, don't talk to me about that bunch of fucking losers. Since they've lost Aaron Rodgers, they can't do shit.
Well, we're rebuilding.
We
still have the best
it's a rebuilding
year. We have the best.
It's a rebuilding year. They say this in American football when a team sucks, and the LA Raiders or the Las Vegas Raiders or whatever they are now have been in a rebuilding year for 15 years. Now, come on, rebuilding year is just shit. It's just another word for we suck and we don't know how to fix it. Tell the truth.
All right, so Stevie, Peaky, question for you guys, all you guys, Simon. Is football, as you guys know it in England, as intense as football as we know it in America? I mean, this is kind of the same.
I'd say football. Not our football is a lot worse because there's proper like gangs that meet up and have a scrap to do with nothing to do with the football. It's just they want to get together and have a row. Nothing to do with the football. That's all.
In my experience, when you go to an American football game, you've got Dallas Cowboys fans next to Eagles fans, and they're not actually stabbing each other. But if you was to put like Millwall and Arsenal fans together or something, they'd be tearing lumps out of each other. You could not put them in the same stand. They have to be separated. Whereas in America, they all get lumped in together. You got groups here, groups there, groups there, but the majority of the time they're mixed. And yeah, I know. I don't know if it's the fear of being shot or whatever, but you know, they tend not to
kick off. 5 to 80, just quickly, 5 to 80. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that, Paul. And yeah, I remember you, mate. Thanks very much, buddy. Appreciate it. Thanks very much.
Yeah, it's just I think there's just a lot more as no, there's a lot more rivalry in between the clubs.
It's certainly a lot more passionate, maybe tense. And, yeah, there's a lot more.
I don't know if it's passion. There's a lot of sports, if you've ever been to a rival American football, an actual rival game, there's a lot of passion there. There's a lot of tenseness there, but they don't actually lash out at each other as much. Yeah. They do, believe me, they do, but they don't lash out as much as they do. In the English football, they're quite happy to throw punches at each other in the English football, whereas America, they stand there and trade insults.
Yeah, but that in England, that's you're probably more accepted to throw a punch. You're looked upon better throwing a punch than you am trading an insult.
I think Craig's got it right. English are more retarded.
He's probably fucking right, actually, to be honest.
Spot on, to be fair.
All you got to look at is the English football fans. All you got to look at is the 80s and 90s. How many countries we was banned in going to support England? How many countries? And it's nearly fucking all of them in Europe. You know,
we were actually banned from Europe as well.
Yeah. So nobody likes English, though, do they? No one at all.
And you could probably actually,
when you guys go to a football game to cheer on your team, do you guys do in the States here we call it tailgating?
Mm-hmm.
You guys
we just go to the pub. We just go to the pub, Brad. Before
I go to the pub beforehand. Yeah. I mean, that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing about the American football that I find really fantastic is you will turn up 3 to 4 hours before the game starts and have a barbecue, and there'll be a band on, and it's more of a party atmosphere, and it's
no. You got to show up at least 8 hours before the game.
8 hours before, yeah.
Then you have to have your pre-game drinks, which is usually like a Bloody Mary. Then you start the grill and you barbecue, and then an hour before or two before kickoff, then you go to the pub.
No.
Across the street. You got to get the pump primed. So you want to run in just ahead of the kickoff with the pump fully primed and pay ridiculous amounts of money for really expensive beer that's like that big, and then cheer on your team.
Brad, what you do is, in England, you get on the lash at 8 o'clock of the morning. You don't kick off till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. By 11 o'clock, you're eyeballing vodka. By 2 o'clock, you're fighting your mate. By 3 o'clock, you're in the ground, absolutely slaughtered. Don't remember the game, and then you're fighting everybody else on the way home. That's an average Saturday.
I have to say, in the whole sportsmanship and the actual money making machine that is American football, in the UK, we got it wrong, because the Americans make absolute fortunes through playing football for a very few seasons in a year, whereas the UK, I mean, we play all year round and we're fucked. Right? Fucking hell, I've been there, Stevie. It didn't look as pretty as that.
I'm fucking this up. So, Brad, this is a match day vlog I did a while back, right? So this is me going to the match in Liverpool. That's Liverpool right there.
Where's all the needles on the floor?
You fucking dickhead.
Fucking bomb site behind it, isn't it?
So just to show you, obviously, we get the train, we get into town, then we get on the bus.
I've been there.
We go to Anfield, and then we go
Freddy's.
to the pub.
Freddy's Chippy. I've been to Freddy's Chippy.
There we go. Look, see, we get off the pub. That's my dad, and then we walk down. Anfield is basically all like what you're seeing right now. You know, the actual ground
on the floor.
Our stadium is surrounded by old terraced houses from like the 1800s and whatnot. But there's the pub behind, the King Charles. So we go to the KC, as we call it. We have a pint in there. We have many pints in there.
Was that what I could hear in high school or what?
Well, this was a couple of years back before I started growing
my beard. Drinking Peroni and all, look.
Mate, to be fair,
high school or something, young looking.
To be fair, Steve, you lost a bit of timber there, kid.
You think so? No, my beard fucking covers it, mate. That's what's going on.
You got more chins than a Chinese fucking phone book.
Phone book, yeah. Not like Larry, though. Look at Larry's chins, fucking hell.
Yeah.
I was going to say, because I don't know him.
But yeah, so we go to pub. We have a good laugh at the pub beforehand, and then we that's all that's going on there. Literally, there's the inside of the pub. It's an actual full-on Liverpool pub. So every bit of picture on the wall is Liverpool memorabilia. Then we head down to put a bet on, and then we head down to the stadium, which you can see in the background there on the left-hand side. But yeah, by this point we're shit-faced drunk. So, but this is just to give you an idea of the match gay sort of atmosphere, if you like. Everybody walking down to the pub and stuff. All these guys are all Liverpool legends on the walls. There's Liverpool's ground, Anfield.
So now, how many people does the stadium hold there?
I think we're close to 60,000 now. We're building a new stadium right now, so it's close to 60,000 people. So
it's about the same size as a U.S. football stadium.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly, mate.
Back in the day, that used to probably hold about 120 standing.
Oh yeah. Especially that stadium right there, the Cop. The Cop used to be all standing years ago, and you'd get like close to 25,000 people in one stand years ago.
The same as Monument and the Safe Bank. Like the Safe Bank used to be chock-a-block from top to the bottom, just all standing people.
Just rammed. Yeah, exactly.
So Simon, I always tell everybody this. I was born and raised in Wisconsin, and so there's a lot of history why I'm a Packers fan. Not only because I was born and raised there, but anyway, long story short, no matter what team you cheers for in U.S. football, I always tell everybody, once in your lifetime, you need to go to a game at Lambeau Field.
Yeah, it
has such a history. Started in 1903.
It has unbelievable history with the Lombardi Trophy.
Long time, no see.
Yeah.
Getting ready to go in there and coach a bunch of fighters.
Who let that fucking retard in?
Fucking hell, chicken neck. How you doing?
Fucking retard. Fucking jackass from across the pond over there, huh? Fucktard. Fuck you calling retard.
Fucking hell.
Great to see you, mate.
And go in there and get ready to go in and train some real fighters there and get them boys going. So they're gonna feel the pain tonight.
Good man. Good man. How are you, Paul?
Good, man. I just wanted to give you a quick shout out, man. Just to come out and support you real quick, man.
Thanks, buddy.
But yeah, man, y'all have a good show, man. Have a great night. Drink one for me. I'm gonna give me some whiskey when I get home tonight because these boys are gonna drive me fucking crazy.
Well, you never know. We might still be on later by the time you finish, mate.
All right, brother. Peace
All
out.
right, bro. See you, mate. See you, buddy. Bye, mate.
Buddy.
I think it was when you had him on the live stream is when I fell asleep because every time he swore, we all had to drink.
Yeah. That's probably
Grant's hilarious because the more he drinks, then the Cajun in him comes out and he starts talking kind of that French, and it's just hilarious.
Yeah.
I can't understand it, but it's funny.
Every time he swore, he had to drink. And Stevie said, "Simon, you're all right." I'm like, "What?" No, I think I've been to go to bed now.
Fuck. Sorry, I interrupted your conversation that was going on. Please continue.
Yeah.
Mate, they've got Alzheimer's. They got a clue what they're saying fucking 10 minutes ago.
No, here.
I haven't got a clue what I was doing 5 minutes ago, let alone 10 minutes.
Fucking Sonic the Hedgehog above me.
So here's the best
he's
part.
at Lambeau Field. Yeah, you got the Lombardi, Coach Lombardi. That's where the trophy originated from and everything else. And yeah, I get it all. Yeah.
Yeah. So
and
years ago,
it's the coldest place to play ever.
It separates the men from the boys, right?
Yeah.
So years ago, I was actually on a business trip in Florida. Got snowed in. I couldn't get my flight back. I had to be back the next week, so I just stayed the weekend. My boss actually had a
is that what you told your missus? Is that what you told your missus?
No. That was the truth. And so he's like, "Well, you can stay at my
Swear to God.
Out on the what do they call it, beach house or whatever." And his wife was just phenomenal. She took care of me and got me all set up. And she goes, "Would you like to golf?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, I suck at it, but what else you can do? I'm there by myself for the whole damn weekend." So she gets me a reservation at this private golf club that she belongs to. So I come walking in. The only damn shorts and shirt I had, you had to have a collar shirt, was a Green Bay Packers shirt. So I walk in there. I pay my green fees, whatever, buy a dozen golf balls. And, I get through like 6 holes. I'm out of golf balls. I suck. Right? And down there, when you hit that damn thing in the swamp, you do not go after it. You just grab another one and keep playing. So I get like 6 holes in. I got to go back, buy more golf balls. So I come walking in. The bartender's there. He's like, "Running out of golf balls, huh?" "Yeah." He goes, "Well, you're a Packer fan?" I said, "Yeah, that's where I'm from." He goes, "Well, come on. You might be interested in talking to these guys." And I could see a couple guys sitting down at the end of the bar. So I go tootling down there. He goes, "Hey, there's a young man here like to meet you." Turn around. There's Bart Starr and Zeke Bratkowski sitting at the bar. And so we got talking. And Zeke Bratkowski was a guest speaker at a conference my dad was to years and years ago. I was like 4 or 5 years old. And my dad's always been a big sports nut. And anyway, he asked a question. Dad answered it. He says, "Well, call me, I'll get you tickets to a game." Dad completely forgot about it. Fast forward about a year later, and a phone rings at home. This is, back when you had the wall phone. It's Zeke Bratkowski asking Dad, "What game do you want tickets to?" Dad forgot about it. So they're chatting, and he says, "Well, do you have any kids?" He says, "Yeah, I got a son and a daughter." He goes, "Let me talk to him." And he's like, "Oh, they're sleeping." So I'll wake him up. So I'm like 5 years old, wakes my ass up. I don't know who the hell this guy is. Fast forward 30 years, I meet him at a bar on a golf course.
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, it was a pleasure to meet you, but you and I have talked." And he kind of looked at me like, "What the hell are you talking about?" I said, "Well, you called my dad about tickets to a game he had won after the conference you were at, and you woke me up to talk to me." And he remembered my dad.
Wow.
So they invited me to play the rest of the round with them. So I got to play the last 4 holes, or 14 holes with Bart Starr and Zeke Bratkowski of the Green Bay Packers.
Wow.
Wow.
Awesome,
The only thing that sucks is at that time, my phone didn't have a camera. I never got a picture. So, people have loyalties or allegiances to their teams, their sports teams. There's a reason I really cheer for the Packers because I have memories that go back and things like that.
I'm going to give you this. There you go. You fucking deserve that. That's fucking No, I get it. I get it. Now, why am I an Eagles fan from the UK? Well, I used to watch the American football. We only had one channel that used to show it, and it used to show it for an hour on a Sunday night.
It was like midnight.
Yeah, and it was Channel 4, and in the 80s. And I used to watch that when I got home from the pub and what have you. So I used to watch that, and I used to go, which team am I going to support? I've got to support a team because that's what we like in the UK. You've got to support a team. And I heard a story from the commentators about the Eagles fans at half time. Santa came out and they all threw snowballs at Santa because they were losing. And I went, that's my kind of team. That is, and they were all saying how bad the Eagles fans were and how messed up they were and how fucking drunken lunatics they were and all this. I went, I fit right in.
Still are. Still are. Now we're still are.
Still are.
The more drunk.
20 years later, my sister-in-law moved to Reading, Pennsylvania.
Oh, no kidding.
And she's now an American citizen in Reading, Pennsylvania. So when I went out there to see her for the first time, now I'd never bought or owned any Eagles gear. I was like, right, I've got to get Eagles gear. And I went to the store and I bought this, that, and I bought loads of shit. And we went to a football game, a high school football game for my two nephews. They were playing in a high school team, and that was called the Eagles. So I'm up for this, and I'm standing there, and I'm calling out what they're doing, and I'm saying, they're going to do this, they're going to do that, and that was offside. And my brother-in-law looked at me and went, how the hell do you know so much about this game when you live in another country? I said, I've been watching it for 20 years, so I know exactly what.
Well, the funny part is, I just moved my son 3 weeks ago to Green Bay, Wisconsin.
New life is growing inside one of the most.
So
he's a proper cheesehead now. Cheesehead, that's what you like are, cheeseheads. Yeah,
that's right. Now I don't have to worry about a hotel room.
No, absolutely. That's it. You're set. You're set now. You're set.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Nice, man.
One of my best holidays to America was actually when we went to the stadium and I got a tour around the stadium and things like that. Oh,
yeah. I've never been to America on holiday. When I was younger, I didn't live with my parents. I lived with my nan. And I ended up playing the football at quite a high level, and we ended up coming over to America and playing 3 tournaments over in America. But that's all we did. I was only like 13, 14, and we played these 3 or 4 tournaments. We was over there for about 9 weeks, but because we were so young, obviously we weren't allowed out or nothing like that. But from the area I'm from, it's quite rough, quite a rough area. So, we could look after ourselves. We was out at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night still, hanging around the streets and talking to the lads and all the rest of it where, the other people, we'd get out there and, they was in bed at like 8:30, 9 o'clock. So it was quite kind of strange. But yeah, I want to come back. I definitely wanted to, I'm looking into doing Sturgis. If Rev can come,
so Peaky, if you come back for Sturgis on the 85th, how many days are you going to be in the States?
So I'm looking at a 3-week period.
Okay.
So
because you can't do Sturgis in a week.
No. So so I believe Sturgis is 2 weeks, isn't it?
10 days.
10 days. So
technically,
so
officially.
I'm looking at doing probably 4 days before and 4 days after, 3 or 4 days after as well, just so that this is going to sound quite daft, but it's probably cheaper doing a 2 or 3 week period than it is doing the main 10 days. So
throw this out, food for thought. Stevie, I want your opinion on this.
Go,
Beaky, you're going to ship your bike over. Where are you going to ship it to?
So we was on about this because we looked at Calgary and initially because it was closer to Stevie, but there's I believe, I can't remember the company who I looked at, but there was one about an hour away from Sturgis. There was an airport about an hour away from Sturgis. I can't remember the name of it now.
Sioux Falls.
Say that again.
It's probably Sioux Falls or Rapid City.
Rapid City. Rapid City. Rapid City. That's the one.
All right.
But that's a 2-stop.
Ship your bike. Here's what I'm thinking: ship your bike to Pennsylvania and hook up with Grant. Put the bike, because he can haul. You can rent a trailer, and then trailer him out to Sturgis, and then Stevie can come down. I'll come out. John will be there. We'll all meet at Sturgis. Because it'd be cheaper. I'm sure it would be a hell of a lot cheaper to ship it from England to Philadelphia on the East Coast. But you do not want to ride all the way from the East Coast to Sturgis.
You could, but it'd be a bit shit.
You could, but you're going to be a hurting some bitch.
Yeah.
But that would work. Otherwise, I mean, you're to get the most of your time. You can drive it out in 2 days, 2 guys, no problem. And then you got all the time to ride.
I don't know whether Grant. I don't think Grant's going to be able to go to 85 because he might not even be here. He might not be even in the country.
I'm trying to
forcing him into the issue.
Yeah, no, he can't get out of deploying, so that's the problem. He's still in.
I thought he'll be out by the 85th.
He might be, but last time I spoke to, I don't know. Maybe he will be. I don't know.
Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great idea. I mean, we should get that nailed down soon and get a house or something that or something where we can an Airbnb or whatnot. I don't know.
If we can look at some, I mean, like I say, I don't mind booking some that's 6, 7, 8 bedroomed. You know what I mean? Don't bother me. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because all I do, I just pay and then just chuck my credit card away before.
Brad likes to take his trailer down. He likes to take his toy hauler down with him, so which makes sense.
But all I'm saying is, I'm coming. So if I'm coming, then I'm coming. So if I've got I'd prefer to get there, rent a bike there, because I pay $9,000. That ain't happening.
Well, I'll tell you now. You cannot go to Sturgis and do a week before and a week after without doing in between. You can't, because that's pointless. It's mental.
No. What I'm saying is, I'll do 3 or 4 days before, do the 10 days, and then 3 or 4 days after.
Got you. Right. Okay. Got you.
So I'm there for that period kind of thing. You know what I mean? So, and the dates I've looked at already is the same dates as what they usually do. So if I fly 4 days before, it's actually about 250, 270 quid. I don't know what that is in dollars. Cheaper.
Is it?
Going 3 or 4 days prior, and then the one coming back is phenomenally cheap. Phenomenal. It's like I'm sure it was like 117 quid.
Oh wow!
Coming back, it was phenomenally cheap.
117 quid.
Yeah, 117 quid coming back.
Holy shit!
So it was massively cheaper coming back, and that was just because I'm out that kind of block that everybody else is going to be flying out of.
I'll tell you now, mate. We'd love to have you. That's for sure. We'd love to have you along for the journey because we are going to be there for the 85th. Obviously, we're planning as we talk. Myself, Brad, John, Grant. Hopefully, if he's in the country, and maybe a few other people. But yeah, mate, you're absolutely 1,000,000% come and join us, mate, if you can.
Well, like I say, mate, I've got I've got my own little, as most blokes have, we've got our own little slush fund area, like in stashed away.
Good man.
But you know, I've spoken to the missus about it, and she's just like, sweet, you want to do it, you can carry on.
Yeah.
Don't bother. You know what I mean? My missus sound. She's like, go and fill your boots, whatever you want to do, go and fill your boots. So
yeah,
you know,
it'll be amazing. Fucking amazing. It really will be. You've seen the videos, you know, when we've been down there. It's fucking phenomenal. It really is a great place. Just to go and relax, unwind, spend a fuck ton of money.
Well, it's for me, like I say, I love riding my bike, but at the same time, I'm a social bloke. I like to have a beer and sit down and talk to people, and you know what I mean. I'll speak to anybody. Do you know what I mean? And just sit down in a bar. I can sit in a bar for an hour, walk out, and I've got 3 or 4 mates.
Well, that's exactly what we did when it was pissing down with rain. We went down to Sturgis Bruco and just sat there all day and got fucking leathered. It was great.
That would be me most days.
But you can't go there and just sit in the bar, dude. You can't. That's what night times are for. Sit in the bar at night, ride during the day, shit faced at night, ride during the day, and just eat, sleep, rave, repeat.
Yeah, but like I say, you know, it's just one of them. After we spoke about it the other week, Stevie, you know, like I'm one of probably Steve is probably the same, but I'm one of them where I'm like, once I've said yes is yes. I'm doing it. It's happening. There ain't no if, ands, or buts, or maybes, or right. I'm looking into it. I'm looking into it now.
Yeah.
For 2 years' time, I'm like, right, I need to get my shit in order now, today. Sort my shit out today. Not.
Well, you are a fucking admin nightmare, so it probably would take you a couple of years to sort that out.
Fuck off, crowbag.
The fucking admin vortex.
The Gore-Tex Telendex.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking hell.
Yes, Corporal. I don't drink hot brews, but if you're making one, I'll have one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yes, Corporal.
Yeah, but that's the kind of person I am. Once I've kind of set my mind to something and I've got it in my head, I'm doing it, kind of thing.
Well, I think I'm going to call it a day in about 3 minutes, boys. I've got to go and sort the boy out. He's obviously needs feeding and whatnot. Yes, he's 15 and I need to feed him. Yes, before you ask that fucking question.
Have you not got fucking cornflakes?
No, he's I want some sausage rolls. So I've got to go and cook some fucking.
And you ain't got no Greggs in Canada, have you?
No, I've got to go fucking cook some.
Can you not fucking cook at fucking 15?
No, he can't. He can't even fucking brush his teeth. You're mental.
How long did you do in the army?
Fuck, it doesn't matter when you got a boy who's
and you
fucking ADHD.
Mate,
he's got ADHD, mate. He's a fucking nightmare. Anyway, it is what it is. So I'll call it a day. In about 2 minutes' time, boys. So thank you very much for popping on. Obviously, it's been good to see you all. I need to go and drink some water because I've been drinking gin since fucking 12 o'clock, and it's now 4 o'clock. So 4 hours of gin. Which is not good, but anyway, it is what it is. But yeah,
you've had to be taking sips. You've had to be taking sips. It's how like you've been fucking on the hammer.
True, there is that. But you know, feel free to take over fucking control of the old live, Peaky, if you want to go and join, set one up for me. Fucking crack on.
Shredded. I'm shredded.
You're fucked up. Fair dues. All right. Well, boys, thank you very much for coming on in. Thank you very much for everybody that's in the side chat right now and has been in the side chat. And as always, appreciate you popping in. Thank you very much. Enjoy your weekend. Have a great time, whatever you're doing and wherever you are around the world.
Thanks for doing the live, Steve. Appreciate it, man.
No worries, man. It's only an hour, but it is what it is.
It's
an hour,
I know, but it's for us guys over in the UK when Rev cuts off at 10 o'clock. It's a bit fucking
a bit premature.
Yeah. You know what I mean? When you've been on the lash since 5 o'clock, you know what I mean? You want to carry on, don't you?
Yeah, no, I get it, absolutely. Well, anyway, I'll pass it over to this guy to say goodbye to my whatever the fuck side that is.
Oh, take care, everybody. Keep it right side down, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.
That guy down in the corner.
My little saying is, stay safe, keep your family safe, and if you could all do one thing, which is smile. Thank you very much.
Exactly. And finally, this guy down here, who is the legend.
Cheesehead.
Hey, everybody! Great to see everybody again, and you guys have a great weekend. Stevie, it's always a pleasure, buddy. Can't wait
Always,
till we
mate.
get to do it again.
Indeed. I am apparently going to be on Professional Monkeys live stream later on. So if you guys are still, that's why I need to go and drink some water because I'm fucking going to be shit faced drunk if I don't. So yeah,
I'm going to give you some right shit on that.
Please do. So yeah. Anyway, thanks very much, guys. Really appreciate it. Stay safe wherever you are around the world, and remember, you'll never walk alone. Thanks, guys. See you later. Bye.
See you, boys.
Take care.
As an infantryman, served in Bosnia, Iraq, and Afghanistan. He's seen some things nobody should ever see. He never came back when he came back from overseas. Yeah, and a few months back he took his granddaddy's gun, threw it in his truck and went out on a run. Drove up Tilly Mountain to an old shine shack. That's the night he never came back. Yeah, there wasn't any flag draped coffin, no 21 gun salute. Just his mother and his brother there to bury him. Didn't even make the news. Another unsung hero who gave all for me and you. Spent 15 years with search and rescue. During that time she saved lives but lost some too. Then one day she just came undone and never got a chance to say goodbye to her loved ones. No one saw that it was going that way. When the medic showed up, it was just too late. She left a note, said sorry I had to go, but I gotta go try and save some ghosts. Yeah, there wasn't any mention of suicide. They just said she died suddenly. But now everyone knows she lost her war with PTSD. Yeah, another unsung hero who gave all for you and me. Gonna do what they do. Will it be me and you? It takes a special someone to walk that line. To walk that line. Yeah. Life as a first responder. He started as a field medic serving over yonder. He thinks about the ones that he couldn't save, and though he knows there's nothing that he could have done, it still haunts him today. Then one night he hit the bottle alone. Took a bottle of pills, thank God he picked up the phone. They found him in time and they brought him back for another day. Yeah, and these days he's doing much better. He's been reaching out now, it's not show. And he's getting help from those who really know what he's gone through. Another unsung hero who gave all for me and you. Yeah, we gotta thank all our heroes. Yes, the least we can do. Yeah, God bless the unsung heroes. fix this thing, we will find a way. PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder's a really bad thing. PTSD, don't think that it never could happen to you and me. But if it's caught in time, it just might help save you and me. Yeah, it's a monster you can't see, and it's a real bad